Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all doing? Welcome, 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 one and all. And I'm sure no one's going to watch this because this is not the usual Aviators content, but I wanted to play Kerbal, so I don't care. How are you all doing, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? And technically, it is aviation themed, but it's rockets, not planes. But I don't care. So, how are we all doing? How's it going? It's me, it's Spoony. Good morning to Surly. I did see your message, Surly, saying that you're doing lots of work and training and that today, so that's absolutely fine, mate. Hope you are all doing well, and to you as well, Surly, as one of our amazing Call Sign Club subscribers. I hope you are doing well, mate, and I hope work isn't too boring and shit. Yeah, I'm doing Kerbals today because I was going to do some flying or maybe some controlling, and I didn't know what to do. This is one of the things I think a lot of flight sim streamers struggle. And I don't know. Like I said, flying's a bit tricky at the minute. I don't know. This is one of the reasons why, personally myself, I don't watch a lot of flight sim streamers because they're just flying A to B and A to B and A to B and A to B all over. Do you know what I mean? Like the novelty kind of wears off a bit, which is one of the reason why I called the channel. Well, I didn't call it. Me and Dino called it Aviators in the end because I wanted something that was aviation themed, but also slightly generic, so we can go off on a tangent. And immediately, someone's at my front door. That's helpful. Back in a sec. My son's a ledge. My son's just gone down to go get it now. So, never mind. Yeah, so I got to admit, fair play to all the streamers that do. They fly every day, So hopefully in the future, maybe later on down the line, we would have a second channel that we do all like the off-topic stuff on. Because let's be honest, who hasn't seen the GTA 6 trailer already? I mean, what are we going to do then? Because I think every fucking human being on the planet's going to play that game. Unless, of course, you're a dickhead on Twitter, in which case you're ranting because they made a woman twerk on top of a car. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to play some Kerbals. And I'm just literally, because I'm such a professional, I've already got it loaded up. Ha, ha, ha. Now would be a bad time to find out I've got no audio. Game. I have got game audio. Me being an absolute professional. Kerbals. There you go. Game audio. So, game audio's in. I have done a little bit. I have been playing it. Like I said, I've been on this mad KSP frenzy recently. You've got over 2,000 hours on GTA 5. Jesus, I don't even think I've got that much. I definitely did the single player campaign. I got a bit put off the multiplayer on Grand Theft Auto Online because I did the normal multiplayer, so I just got shot and cheated a lot. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of put me off. But yeah, my my Grand Theft Auto, which I have got uninstalled at the minute, my Grand Theft Auto 5, has got... That's not right. It says only 73 hours, but that's nowhere near right. Because I also I've got it on the Xbox as well. I've played it more on the Xbox than I have on the PC version. And someone wants to text me. My wife. Wife, I'm streaming. Go away. Nice. Very nice, Sally. Yeah. So, Kerbals. I am on... For those of you that don't know, who didn't see my last stream, because I just did it for a laugh. I did it for like an hour before I actually did my ATC stream. I am on a mad quest to basically do like not a complete run through. I'm not playing like career mode or anything like that. I'm just doing Sandbox, but I'm on a mad kick. I want to like basically create like a fully Kerbal completion, I guess. Like, I want a base, I want space stations all over. So that's what I'm going for. That makes sense. And that is what I'm currently in the progress of doing. Because I've pretty much done, as I said in my last stream, I've done everything to everywhere. I've just not done it all in the same save. So I'm trying to do like a complete run through where we get it all done in one go. So that is my quest, and that is what I'm trying to do, which is where we are at the minute. Let me bring Kerbals back up because it's not on my PC at the minute. There it is. Right. So yeah, as you can see, we've actually got quite a few missions up at the moment. Not that you can see them because you can only see my bases at the minute. There you go. Now you can see everything. It's quite busy going on at the minute. Well, asteroids everywhere. Fuck me. Ooh. We've got... Ooh. Camdo 1. Ooh. That's the first one of them I've ever found. Because I've actually got... I put a satellite. If I toggle probes, here is the Sentinel. I've actually established. I got the orbit finished the other day off stream. This is KSP 1, Surly. I'm trying to get all this done. I want a complete run through, and then I'm going to switch over to KSP 2. That's the plan. So yeah, this is Kerbin Sentinel satellite, which I've got part between Kerbin and Eve's orbit. This is an asteroid tracker, and it's got the asteroid tracking DLC that came out for KSP years ago, and it's actually found something. It's actually found a thingy in orbit. That's cool, and it's been given a name, Camdo 1. Wow, that is a very wonky orbit, but it's in orbit. Oh, there it is. Actually, there's another one as well. Is there another one? What's this? Whoa. What's going on here? I can see 2 orbits. What's this big eccentric orbit all the way out here? Oh, that might be an intercept for something. Just having a look through the list now. Morning, who's that? It's Dan. Hello, Dan. Yeah, so wow. So we've actually got, I guess it's a dwarf. I guess it's classed, you know, like Ceres and all the big rocks in the asteroid belt is classed as one of them. But yeah, wow, that's an eccentric orbit. God damn. Is that on the ecliptic as well? Or is it off the ecliptic? It looks like it's on the ecliptic. That's definitely not on the ecliptic, I lie. Camdo 1 isn't. Look how... Wow, that's high. That's very high on the ecliptic. But we could send a mission to there. That'd be cool. Try and catch it when it comes back through again. There's probably a way you can intercept that. That'd be cool. I have to breathe. Wow, okay. What is... I don't even know what this is. Probe. It's not a probe. Not a rover. Is it a spacecraft? No. Not a space station. No, it's not a base. Can't be. No. Oh, it's a satellite. Okay. Satellites. What's satellites going all the way out here? This one. Oh, it's going to Dres. It's my Dres one. So, yeah, I sent a... for those of you new to me and my realm of KSP, what I do is I give all my satellites and that a name, depending on what its job is. So if it's the first, like, satellite or probe, as we will call it, using the technical term, if it's the first probe I send, I call it the Voyager, in honor of the Voyagers in real life. So my first one's the Voyager. I've got a Sat-2 Voyager and a Sat-1 Voyager. I need to have a look at that. Why is that one called Sat-2 Voyager and that one's called Sat-1? Oh, yeah, I know I changed them a little. I need to tweak that. So, yeah, my first probe that I usually send is called Voyager. Then what I'll do is I'll send a couple of satellites after them. One's called Surveyor and the other one's usually called Prospector, which, again, the names imply what they do. So Surveyor carries loads of science experiments and that on to do around the orbit of the planet. Prospectors to do lots of scanning of the land to find a good ore spot so I can send a drilling platform down and start mining it so that when I do send a spacecraft eventually, they can instantly refuel, so you're not having to worry about fuel concerns. So like I say, I do it properly, but I give everything a name. My communicators, again, self-explanatory. Communicators in the name, satellites, usually acting as relays that bouncing off signals off other things, and then I give them a funny nickname depending on where they are. So if it's in around the moon in Kerbals, then I call them Lunar. Get it? As in the real world. I've got Mars communicator. So I've already got a full. I did this before I started KSP streaming. So look, I've got a full whack of satellites around Lunar. This is a perfect example, I think. So if I focus. So I've got one communicator satellite. That's currently there. I'm bouncing a lot of things. There I've got the Voyager. And then I've got the other one. The Surveyor is in an eccentric orbit. Well, it's not. It's an inclined orbit, I should say. Sorry. I should learn my lingo. Yeah, it's an inclined orbit. Just straight up 45 degree, because then you get perfect coverage. And you can map the entire planet at a 45 degree angle, which is also a relay. So it's bouncing signals off each other. So in theory, with those 3 satellites, and then if I need to, I can send up more communicator satellites if I need to. So I could send one like on a really high orbit around here and one down this way or up polar. I can, that's the point of the communicators. What else have I got? I've got one at Minmus, which is the second moon of Kerbin. So again, same deal. You see where this is going here. So I've got the Selene. I can't remember where I got the name Selene from. UO Noah. Wait, excuse me. Yes, I guess. I think Selene's the name. Isn't the Selene? I'm sure it's got something to do. It's either got something to do with the moon or the sister of Luna, the goddess Luna is named Selene. So I named it Selene because obviously we don't have 2 moons. Unless you listen to the conspiracy theories. Yeah, so I've just got a couple. And then obviously around the moon, I've got shitloads. I've got 3 communication satellites. Yeah, I've got 3 communication satellites. I think I've got a Voyager as well. Although, do I have a Voyager? I think this might be the one place I don't actually have a Voyager because it's so close. Why would you need a Voyager? It doesn't make much sense, but yeah, you see where this is going. And then I've got a... Oh, that's another communicator. Jesus. Have I got any mapping satellites? I don't think I actually have. They're all communicators. Yeah, they're all communicators. So I actually put one in polar orbit. You can see my network is pretty well covered. And then I've got these 2 on very eccentric orbits, so they go way out and then fall back in and then get lots of speed and then slingshot themselves back out again. Are you trying to emulate satellites that are already up there? No. No, I do what I know is good for good coverage. Because what you don't want is if you've got rovers or anything up there, if you lose signal, you can't control them. So obviously, you don't want to have loss of communication. Because I've got a moon base. So if I show you my moon base. Wrong one. That one. So Tranquility Base. Again, you get where my references come from. There you go. So at the moment, they're not looking at Kerbin. Because I think I've inadvertently done this in a way where they actually never see Kerbin. Because Kerbin's, the moon, sorry, is tidally locked. So I've actually put the base right on the face that never actually face, like it's always in, well, it's not always in daylight, but it never faces Kerbin because the moon never spins on its own axis. So my Tranquility Base is there. So it's always just over the horizon, but they never actually get to see it. I do have some various probes. So as you can see, I've mapped them here. I've got the Alien Archway, the Alien Memorial, and then the Moonlith. I've got them mapped on here so I can see them. I've actually got like rovers and that down there. That's why you can see all the communication. Good morning, John. How you doing, mate? Yeah, so let's go have a look because I need to work on Serenity Base on Minmus. That's true. But we'll go have a look at Tranquility. I'll show you what I've done on Tranquility so far. So yeah, this is just going to be a very nice stream. Just chill. I'm going to play some rockets. We're going to blow some shit up. Try not kill any Kerbals because my wife gets very angry at me if I kill Kerbals. And we're just going to have to play. I just wanted to play. And it is aviation themed, technically. We're flying rockets. That counts, right? If you want me to fly a plane, I can fly a plane in Kerbals. The joystick does work. Here's Tranquility Base. Yes, I've made... Ignore the big giant scaffolding. I needed to stick them somewhere. Because I had a supply ship come to... what do you call it? The game audio. Just down a bit. Because you can hear the drilling noise, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I got a supply ship down. Which carried lots of scaffolding and various parts. Which was an absolute ball ache. This is a bit of a mess at the minute. I've just kind of very haphazardly slapped it together. Because unfortunately, it's very hard on the moon to find a good flat spot to actually build a base. So it's a little bit on the wonk at the minute. That's why you can see these flexible tunnels are like on the wonk. Because it's trying to adjust for the terrain, which is a little annoying. And as you can see, the nav ball's actually, look, you can see its base is on the wonk. But I will fix that in due time. Like I said, all these parts are movable. They've all got wheels on them. So if I want to, I can literally disconnect them and move the part as and when I need to. Here's my rover. What I call the Ladybug. Ladybug rover. This is docked. I made a cool little adapter piece. It's got like an airlock built onto it. So they've got an airlock. Actually, they've got two airlocks now because they've got this one here that's got a flight of stairs down. I don't know. That staircase doesn't even look like it actually touches the ground. Now it does. Yeah, so I created this cool little adapter piece that acts as like an airlock for the rover. Because there's actually two mods I use for base parts. There's Kerbal Planetary Base System, KPBS. That's one. And the other one's Planet Side Exploration Technologies, or PST. So like these two parts here, that's PST. These parts are KPBS. And then there's various other bits like this big tank. That's Kerbal Inventory System. And then I've got some fuel tanks. They're just normal stock. So I use two base mods put together. Yeah, so this is my base at the moment. Here's my grain. I've got a greenhouse. If I can... There you go. Pop it all see-through so you can see. You can see all the Kerbals chilling inside. Yeah, so greenhouse. My science lab is here at the end. Like I said, this is all subject to change. I can all move this around as I want. My hub piece, which is the first bit that comes down. Oh, can't really see. There you go. That's pretty cool inside. Oh, he's got a teddy bear. You know, so yeah, that's my hub. And then I've got this hub as well. You can see it looks a little different depending on which mod it is. And then you do have a tent in here. Although for some reason it doesn't show you what's inside the tent. Bit weird. It's a big glitch or something. Yeah, I now have 6 Kerbals living down here on Tranquility Base. I also have cryo storage for 8 Kerbals. As a general rule to myself, I like to keep it somewhat realistic, but I have always loved the deep freeze mod. It's one of my favourites where it gives you like cryo storage. My idea being if something were to go drastically wrong with the base and I suddenly lose power, I can stick them in cryo storage. These are set up so that if need be, with no power, they can freeze up to 8 Kerbals on their own with no help. And then they can just sit there in cryo. And, you know, and wait for rescue. I do also have, if that goes wrong... Hang on, let me... if I do, all the way out here... It is on a bit of a slope. This was such a sloppy landing by me. I have a spacecraft just sat all the way out here. I leave this parked here all the time. I call it a griffin. You leave it here all the time. It can take... I want to say 8 Kerbals. There's 4 in there, and I think it can take another 4 in there. But the idea is it's an emergency return vehicle. This has got everything I need to return a whole bunch of Kerbals back to Kerbin. I can even do it interplanetary if I wanted to, but I think more or less. But yeah, this I always send this first as one of my like first bits that I need. And the reason I do that is because it's an emergency return vehicle, so it has everything I need. I can just get the Kerbals in the rover, drive them all the way out here, and then they can just load up and take off. So, you know, so that's my emergency return vehicle. Pretty simple. No mucking about. I'm currently, if I switch, it's easier to switch with haystack. So my drilling platform is now up and running. This is another thing I built. I built a tower of power. Just pretty simple, ground base part. Big girder. What is it, a girder? Yes. Big truss segment, and then I stuck 2 giant solar panels on it. And then hooked it up to my Badger. Badger. Where is Kerbin? What are Kerbals and where is Kerbin? Kerbals are cute little green guys that you try not to kill in this game. And this is Kerbal Space Program. Kerbin is... There's Kerbin. Hey, Kerbin. And this is called the Moon. This is not the moon. It is the Moon. So yeah, my Badger's going away. Actually, I'm nearly full of ore. Nearly. So it's drilling away quite happily. It's got plenty of power. It's got power for days. It can just go and go and go now. Just drill. And then it stores the ore in tanks up here, and then it's got a built-in converter, so I can then convert it to fuel, which will then fill up the mule, which is these big fuel tanks here, which are just sitting there quite nicely. So the whole idea is, you know... So I've got literally, and then when I need to, I can bring my rover over, hitch it up to this. I've got another little lander there. That's the Apollo lander. And then basically refuel any vehicle up I want and just transfer it over. Pretty darn simple. And if I want to, I can land a spacecraft on the top and move it if I need to. Yeah. Ads. Sorry guys, ads are now started, so if you want to avoid those ads, you know what to do. But yeah, that's my Tranquility base at the minute. I've done a lot, like I said, I've got stow away these big truss segments in the future. So my base is going quite well at the minute. I want to figure out the layout of how I want it to look properly. Because this tent piece here, hang on, let me switch back to Tranquility. Tranquility. There is Tranquility base on the Moon. Swap. Yeah, this big tent here is actually a hab. You can... have I got anyone in it? I should have. No, he's in the rover. Oh, he is. There you go. So, look, this is in the inflatable bit. Got some beds. It's a nice little big inflatable. You can look out the window. There you go. Hello. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've got a little dining table. Dalek. Oh, that's so cool. I've got an email. Oh, my council telling me, we've picked up your rubbish. Thank you, council. So yeah, this is an inflatable bit, but actually this inflatable bit is removable. I can take it off and then put a bigger module on the top. That's one of the reasons why I like the planet-side exploration mods, because it lets you go vertical with pieces. And you can stack bits on top of each other, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's my Tranquility base at the minute. My fuel tanks are pretty full actually, so I can... I'm running a bit low on monoprop though. I am gonna... We can fix that. So yeah, that's that base. And then we need to go have a look at Serenity. Serenity's on the second moon of Kerbin, for those of you who don't know, which is called Minmus. So you got Moon and Minmus. Oh. I have got something being constructed at the minute. One of my big boys. So if I go look at Serenity base. So yeah, my goal for this game, I want to do it before I like properly move over to Kerbal Space Program 2, is to basically just colonize everything. So yeah, as you can see, Serenity Base is a little bit small, much smaller. I got the Badger over, although I think I might have in the end put that a bit too close to the base, but at the end of the day, we can move the base if we need to. So yeah, I've got some science experiments. I've already plopped them down here. Did science experiments. That's all going well. There's my little flag. And then, yeah, I sent this module over, which is obviously storage. So I've got all my, lots of parts in it that you, pretty much a good idea for when you got starting a new base and whatever. I've got some containers, some container racks, fuel cells, some struts, bigger struts, flexible corridors, some normal corridors, some electric screwdrivers for the Kerbals to use, big satellite dish. I brought 2. I don't know why I brought 2, but I have. That way they've got good signal strength. This is why you need relays, because right now you can't see Kerbin, but the signal is bouncing off one of my satellites, as you can see from the green line. So my signal's bouncing off that satellite, which you can't really see the icon for. There it is. There you go. Bouncing off that satellite and then reaching Kerbin. So that's why you have satellites. Otherwise there'd be communication blackout. So, and then the base itself acts as a relay. Because I put a relay antenna on it. I just think that's good. It's always good to have. It's always good to have backups. So if there was no satellite in range or any spacecraft was flying over the base, it would act as a relay and help boost, bounce the signal off. So yeah, but other than that, my base is pretty Spartan at the minute. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have got 6 Kerbals down here, which is a bit naughty because I've got no cryos here. So if something were to go wrong, but I have got a spacecraft literally sitting right there, ready to go. This was the lander they came in, which is one of my Pegasus landers. The reason why I brought them in a Pegasus was because it had the Badger attached. Badger mining rig. So it landed the Badger here, and then it undocked, and then flipped up, and then undocked, took back off, and then landed over there. I can put the lights on as well. Let's have a look. Let's put the oh, wrong one. Why is that called a Pegasus? That's not. It's a Badger. Badger! I need to rename this. Ah! Where's the... Oh, God. No! I don't know why it's renamed it. That's a bit annoying. Hang on, let me get rid of that. I don't know where the controller is. Where do I put the controller for this? Looks like that's it there, but it's not. Controller for this. Ah, there it is. That's it. Vessel naming. Yeah, it's renamed it that. That's a bit annoying. Give it some naming. Right, you are a... What are you? You are technically a lander. You are an IV... 2B... Badger. Or Mimus. Oh. Stop for the win. Mimus. Or put your priority down. Done. And then in theory, you should now be called a Badger. You be Badger. You got no power, have you? You got power? No, you are completely out of power. Ah. It's fine. Fix that in the future. Probably might just have to stick some... I did have thingy on there, didn't I? Yeah. That's fine. We can fix that later. Right, so I do need to send up another module. I need a cryo module. Or, hang on, let me write this down, because I'm probably going to need to write this down. pen? Where is my pen? Children. Yeah, very basic base. Oh yeah, I've also got a little mongoose, I call it. Like I said, I've got naming conventions for everything. I love it. Like I said, the amount of time I put in this game is a bit ridiculous. So yeah, I've got drilling platform, small little base. So I always send the hub bit first. And then I sent this storage, and then next thing we'll send more modules. It's a lot easier to build a base on Minmus because on Minmus you've got these huge flat plains. So what I usually like to do is park one on the flat plane. Just, it makes life so much easier. What's there? That where I was going to build a base? Can't be. Don't quite know why I've got a marker there. That's a bit weird. Yeah. So that's basically how I start a base. I usually send the hub, send the badger. Usually I send the mongoose as well, so that they've got a rover. Or if I find some way I can attach a mongoose to, you know, and send it all in one go. That's usually like my first few modules. Then usually something like storage. Send a cryo module for emergencies in case they need freezing. And then obviously I usually also send a griffin for emergency return, which I will do with this base as well, because the idea is this is eventually going to work its way back to Kerbin. But I always like to have an emergency. I've also plotted out some landing sites. So I've got Serenity Bay, landing site 3, landing site 1, and landing site 2 over there. So I like to find good landing spots far away from the base. And then I have one quite close as well, just for expedience. For this one, like this one here, that's all the way out here at 2.5 kilometers. I do that on purpose. The reason why is because it's outside of loading. So if I'm bringing something in that's quite big and the computer might struggle loading in, rather than it having to load up all of the base bits, if I drop it over there, it's outside the loading range, so none of these buildings load in. So then I can go get it and then bring it in and then gently bring it in, and then it will load all the pieces in. Does that make sense? So yeah, we're going to go back to the Space Center. We're going to start building some bits. I do have some of my stuff is actually arriving at Duna as well, which is the game's version of Mars, in the next 40 days. I've got something on the build already, which is going to be done in 9 days. This is pretty much the only reason why I use this mod here. It's called Kerbal Construction Time, and it's just because when you build in this game, no time passes. So you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of the game building a rocket, and then when you go to launch it, it's been like 1 second in Kerbal time. So it's very hard to get time to pass naturally. So what I use Kerbal Construction Time is you build the rocket. Depending on how big the rocket is, the game assigns it a time. So the bigger and more parts and more expensive the rocket is, the longer the time is it takes to build. And then that way you have to wait for the rocket to build, which allows you to make time pass. That makes sense. So that is what I do, and then you've got plans as well where you can just immediately say, I'll build a rocket, but it's fine. I very rarely use that, or the upgrades. The upgrades are a bit... Again, if you use a career mode, it's got... I don't ever use them, though. I just use it, basically, to allow time to pass. So, let's go into the VAB. Let's go build some base parts. So, I need a cryopod. Probably a hab. We're definitely going to need hab. Let's open some files. Again, like I said, this is a very modded version of Kerbals, by the way, as well. So, got any questions about like, oh, I haven't seen that, and what the hell's that? And da-da-da-da-da. This is, I think it's called Craft Organizer. It just, again, the clues in the name of what it does. Right, we've got a badger, we've got a mongoose. We do need to send a griffin. We'll do that first. Griffin. So we need spacecraft. Spacecraft! Right, here's all my spacecraft. We need a griffin. So this is a griffin. This is usually what I use for emergency returns. Oh, zoom in a bit. I based it off... Actually, well, I didn't do the initial design of this. Someone else did, whose file I downloaded. A guy who was a bit of a legend in the Kerbal community called Raptor X. He initially designed it, but I took his design and I tweaked it to make it work for me. Because I think here he had nothing in it. But I've actually now put a fuel tank here. Whereas on his version, he had nothing. It was just like a static object. Whereas I've actually got it, so it's actually a fuel tank. So I can have this whole thing from here down filled with fuel if I wanted to. But yeah, this is the Griffin. I based it off... Well, I didn't base it. He based it off of the rocket from The Martian. The one that they take off on. The one, you know, the one that Watley goes all the way across Mars to get to at the end of the film. Because they put it there already for the next Mars mission to Mars. What were they called? Ares, weren't they? For the next Ares mission, you know, he drives all the way across Mars as the last part of the film and makes it. And he climbs into this and he has to strip it out. This is what this is based off. I use it as what pretty much, like I called it, an emergency return vehicle. The idea is pretty simple. The idea is it can hold 4 Kerbals in there. It can hold another 3 in there. So that's 7, which is usually... I don't ever really send more than 6. And then what we do is just launch it and land it. And then it will just sit there quite happily. It's got solar panels. So it can just sit there and charge and get power and just be happy as Larry. And it just sits there and does not get touched. It's got a docking port on the top. The idea is... I don't re-enter this into Kerbin's atmosphere because it's got no re-entry. It's got no heat shield. What I tend to do is I'll dock this to the space station I've got going around Kerbin. I dock it to the space station and then the crew can just return back on a lander or something that can re-enter. It does, I think I did put emergency just in case. I did put a heat shield on this part. Because this pod can detach from the top. But then the problem is if there's any Kerbals in this bit, they are screwed. Because they're stuck. But no, it's not designed to re-enter Kerbin's atmosphere. It's designed to at least get them back to Kerbin. Or any near space station. That's the plan. And then I can get them back using a spacecraft that can re-enter and has the capacity for them. So yeah, so that's why it's got the docking port on the front and but it's got parachutes. I've just as emergencies, just for sheer emergencies. It's very Dragon X styled because it's got the engines built into it as well. So if I just need a bit of extra thrust. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. It just sits there. Solar panels, bring it back in. And yeah, it's got some container racks. Big giant ladder for them to walk up so they can climb all the way up it and get into the pod. Yeah. So we're going to launch one of these and get it into, send it off to Minmus. I don't think I need a night. It says Minmus on here. Let's say Minmus and Duna. Okay, we'll send it on this. Partially defuel to help lift into carbon orbit. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay. Continue without saving. So, this is strapped onto this bad boy. I think this has got to be one of my biggest rockets ever, I think. This thing is huge. So, yeah. This is a Jupiter 2B rocket with then what Raptor X called a night stage, which is basically this giant section here. So, it's a 3-stage rocket. It's massive. It is one of my largest rockets, by far. Yeah, it's a Jupiter 9 with 2 boosters, so it's a Jupiter 9 2B. Pretty simple idea, really. Just massive rocket. I think this is basically a Saturn V that I've then strapped 2 massive SRBs to it, which is the basic design, which has then got a second stage. Or an orbiter stage, if you guys know your lingo. So this is the lifter from here down. So the bit in green, that's just the lifter. If you guys understand, you know, how that works with rockets like the Saturn V. Here's my rocket. I fixed it after dropping it the other day. So, yeah, that is just this section. And immediately a bit falls off. Yeah. Now, are you? Because I can. Let's get engine cap. So, yeah. So, this was the lifter section, or the first stage of the Saturn V. All of this rocket, this is the bit you obviously all see in the film and everything on Apollo 13 and that. All of this is just what they call the lifter stage. This is just to get the rocket off the ground, and it's also one of the largest bits of the whole rocket. It's massive. That is the same as that, but we're just imagine two big giant SRBs strapped to the bottom of it. So in terms of design, it is huge, and then this is the rest of the rocket, because the Saturn V was split into three. So you've got, and then you've got the orbiter stage, which is this bit. So the idea being, so in rocket terminology, this is the lifter. This is the orbiter. Is the idea being, this bit gets you off the ground. Then you eject, then you detach it. This bit actually gets the rocket or your spacecraft into orbit. This bit, how NASA designed it. And then this bit isn't actually, if I do this properly, I should do it properly all the way. I take that off, strip it down properly. Everything is, move the lander. And then this bit, which looks tiny in comparison. I mean, look, the difference. Like, it's not even close. This is what they call the injector stage. This would be the bit that actually would send the Apollo astronauts to the moon. Which in relative thingy is just tiny compared to the rest of it. So so everything in green's my lifter. Then you've got my orbiter stage, which is everything where you can see the engines. So everything below there. And then you've got the night, which is acting as the injector stage. And then you've got the spacecraft on top. That's how big my rocket is for this. It's a little nuts. But yeah, so after I dropped my rocket in my last KSP, or my last stream where I showed off my rocket and I accidentally dropped it, I did actually lose a bit. And I absolutely was like, I wanted to cry, but I found it. The bit of Lego I was looking for had dropped into one of my kids' shoes somehow. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but... And then, yeah, here's the little spacecraft, which I haven't got the proper end for. It's got the nose... Oh, dropped it again. That keeps falling off. Or is that why? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Fixed it. Oh, I thought I broke it then. Yeah, and then in comparison, look, there's the little Apollo spacecraft. I keep wanting to push up. Go in. And yeah, with the nose cone, with the launch tower on it. But yeah, that was it. All that to send all that rocket to send that to space with the little lunar lander. I also have. Here's the little lunar lander. But yeah, so it's a little bit ridiculous. So this rocket is massive. So we're going to launch that. So it's added it to the build list now. So if I pull up the build list now, like that, and come out of the menu. While I do that, while I'm waiting for that to load, I'm going to put my rocket back together. Oh, yeah, that's thingy stage back on. Right, and then that on there. So massive. Right, get the injector. Get the lunar lander, which sits on there. Then you put the little thingy cap on one side. Park that on the top. Park the other cover. That. Mix together like that. That bit goes on the top. Boom. That's one rocket. Hang on, one sec, guys. Right, so Griffin is going to take 30... No, we'll give the Kerbin, the Griffin, a bit higher priority. So, the building. So that's going to take 20 days of Kerbin time for that rocket to build. Because it's huge. It is ginormous. Right. But it is needed because I need a return. I should have really sent it first, but never mind. Right, what else do we need to build? Right, so I've got storage up on Kerbin. What else do I need? What do I need? What do I need at Kerbin? Oh, what do I need at Serenity? Cryo. I need a cryo module. So if I come out of my vehicles and go into base parts. Base. Any 4 tac... Okay, cryo. It's fine. So yeah. Yeah, this is my base module. Oh, my base module. My cryo module. So it's got a normal docking port on it. Might change that out actually and put a flexible one on. Okay, or you should not show up. That's just helpful. Flexible corridor. Done. Got little tunnels, pressurized crew tube, yada yada yada. Pretty simple, really. It's basically just sits in this little bit of scaffolding and it lands horizontally. Fun. Oh. Hang on, someone's at my door again. One sec. Bloody deliveries. Oh, behind my desk. Yeah, let's not do that with a big, giant, expensive Lego model on it, shall we? Ha! Go away, go away. God, 18 messages. Like, well, go away. Right. So, yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. It lands horizontally and then just drops the base module down. That's the whole point of it. It's just, again, it's pretty simple. Right, this is the complete one, though, with the rocket on. Again, it's a huge rocket. Fuck me, it's a Jupiter 5 again. I realised I used this many base parts. And it's not the night stage, because the night stage is Again, it's just a massive rocket. So we will save that and launch it. There you go. Right, so that's now added to the build list. What else do I need? So, hub, cryo, hab, greenhouse. I guess we'll need the greenhouse, won't we? What do you guys think? So I'll send a cryo up. What should I send next? Should I send a hab up for them? Because there is 6 of them currently crammed in that poor one little tiny little hub. Or should I send them a greenhouse? I guess the hab's more important, isn't it? Yeah, we'll send them the hab. We'll do this right. Although this isn't marked up for Minmus, but I'm hoping this has got the Delta V to Minmus. Should have. What we're looking Delta V wise. Hang on. Total Delta V. How much Delta V do I need to get to Kerbin? Now that's a question. Let me show you. Right. Whoops. Kerbals. Delta V map. A4. Minmus. I need... Oh, go away. 4,660 total to get to Minmus and land. What's my total Delta V? 7803. Should be doable. Fine. Okay, so if I look this up, Jupiter. So if I tag it, Minmus, and it can do Minmus, that's fine. Looking at the wrong one. Yeah, hang on. That one. Oh. What was I sent? Yeah, it's a hab. Cryopod, I'm pretty sure can as well, so we'll tag that as Minmus. So it can do Minmus. Okay, so we'll add that to the build list. Go. Okay, now we need to make time go by. Build some rockets. Right. So, unfortunately, we'll do it at the tracking station because I do it in the main menu, but then the sun, I don't want to accidentally give someone a headache because the sun flies by at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Right. Let's do some time skipping. Next construction is done in 15 days. Why can't I see? Why did it not let me show KCT in here? Apparently not. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, move that up. Move that up. We'll make the base more high priority than the engine. Oh, the mod also only lets you build 3 things at a time. So it's only building 3 things at a time. So the thing in 4th right now is on pause, basically. Which is a good thing. So the Griffin's next. That's 20 days from now. So we will warp to finish it. That's 20 days. And one of my things arrives at Duna in 40. So this is going to be interesting. Right. Let's zoom out. You can see my things on the way to Duna now. Look, they're so close. They're so close. Right. Warp. There you go. These things all moving ever so slightly. Love it. Love it. I think that's the furthest thing I've got out now. I've got Voyager going all the way out to Elu. All the way out here. It's going to take like years of Kerbal time to actually get there. Right, the Griffin's done. We'll roll it out. So it's rolling out to the launch pad again. 5 hours. Fast forward 5 hours. 2, 1. At the launch pad. Okay, so we can come out of here now. So they've built the rocket. The rocket's done. They've rolled it out to the launch pads. So we can now go launch. Right, we want it empty. We don't want anyone in it. That's important. So we'll say clear all and make sure it's cleared. There's no one in it. This is going on autopilot. Launch. Mama. Loading screens. Loading screen. Right. Look how big this rocket is. Oh, it's a nice evening launch. There, I've got some base parts down there on the ground. I've just done that because I was just mucking, like, that's my test. Sort of like test area, so I test base parts to make sure they line up correctly. Right. This is going to be a big boy launch. We are not mucking about. Okay, delete all messages. Oh, thank you. MetJeb. Sent. Right. Yes, I'm launching on autopilot. I know people are going to go, boo, cheater. Don't care. I've done this. I've done Kerbal launches 150,000 fucking times. I do not care. I am launching it. I can do a rocket launch in my sleep. We'll set 35-degree angle. That's fine. Auto deploy. Corrected steering. Yeah. Limit angle of attack. No. Yeah, I think that's going to want to roll. Keep the throttle. No. Limit Q. Fine. That's all fine. 125-kilometer orbit. That should be fine with the fuel we got. Right. Autopilot. Engage. Right. Are we ready? Let's do a... I don't know. Let's do a funny countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exactly. Thank you, Surly. Anyway, you interrupted my countdown, Surly. How dare you? 0, go! Oh, and after all that, it's still rotated. God damn it! Do it. Right, rotate it back. Yeah. I'm a bit crap like that. I don't do the ignition on first, then release. I really should. I'm a bit naughty. We're off and away. Max Q. That's where you hear one of my favourite lines in space thingy. Launches. Go to throttle up. There she goes. Throttling up. Passing Max Q. She don't complain, Surly. There she goes. Right, SRB. Set. Why did that feel like something just broke? What just broke? What just broke? Okay. Yeah, something's broke. Way! We've got to screw up. Something's disconnected because I've got no engine thingy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Revert to launch. God damn it! Shut up! What happened? It was going fine, and then all of a sudden it was like, whoa. I could tell from the way the camera jutted, I was like, something's just broke. Because the math, it's not calculating the maths right. Right, it was at this stage, it was when I did SRB step. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Parachute, why? Please tell me they were on the actual SRBs. Yeah, they are. That's fine. Whoops, what broke? What? Auto strut. Yeah, that's fine. I don't understand. Yeah, that's fine. Auto strut. Yeah, that's fine. What broke? Huh? I don't understand. Okay, well, I'll limit angle of attack because no, I don't want to limit angle of attack though. All right, let's just try this again. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, god damn it. 0, 0. What happened here? I don't understand. Everything was fine. All it should have done was just separate the SRBs. I don't understand why she lost control. No, I ain't gonna limit angle. Limit it to 5 degree. Right. Looking good, looking good. She's going. Thanks, Surly. Yeah, look at those engines go. Rah! Right, we're at max Q. SRB's doing all the work. Right, here comes SRB SEP any second now. Wait for them to flare out. 3, 2, 1. SRB SEP. That's better. Didn't break that time. What was it they say? What was it in Armageddon? We are single engine Preston Meagle. I have no idea what that means, but he says it. Right, come on, lift up. Do your work. How are we doing on the ascent path? Bang on the money. It's all lift up, doing its work. Right, main engine cut off. 2, 1. Flame out. SEP. Single engine start now. Giving her the beans. I think that was supposed to be enabled. Oh well, who knows. So, here comes the orbiter. We're accelerating nicely. Trying to get to 125k. You should see it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It's got plenty of fuel. We got fuel for days. We're at 42,000 meters. We passed Atmo at 70. Oh, and yeah. Well, looking good. We're looking good. Scent profile. We've dipped a little. That's fine. One G of acceleration. We're a little slow on the acceleration, but don't worry, we've got fuel for days, which should be fine. Periaps is absolutely climbing. I love these Jupiter rockets that I made. They're fucking amazing. They just absolutely go like the clap. Just like go, 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 go. Speed, speed, speed. You can have like massive weight on the top. It's like, I'm just going. Okay. Here we go. We'll clear Apple apps. Also clear Perry apps. Here we go. And... turn off auto warp. There we go. There's 125. Seco! Also known as single engine, second engine cut off. So it's now going to coast. Right, in theory though, I should actually detach the second stage, right? Hang on, what's this staging on here? That don't look right. Why are they there? Hang on, this staging's not right. Go away. They're them. That's better. That's correct. God, good job I noticed that. Right, do I do second engine thingy? Depends. Let me get past 70 and see what it says. We're at 65 at the minute. As soon as we pass 70, we are no longer in atmosphere. You know, it's not like real world where it's like, oh, there's faint, tiny bits of atmo. Well, once you pass 70, you're out. You're in space. $68. 69. Way! And 70. We're out. Right, solar panels and everything are deploying. Com dish is out. 79 meters of thingy. Yeah, we're going to SEP. So, 3, 2, 1. Stage SEP. Switch the engine on. Turn on RCS. I don't know why she wants to point this way. I think it's for when she does a circularization burn. So we only need 79 meters of delta V to... So this second stage is going to fall back down and crash, and that's that done with. I just wanted to check and get the numbers right. Yes, the third stage has its own satellite dish, but I do that for long-range stuff, just in case. It's also got fuel panel thing. Blah, blah, blah. It's got fuel cells on it. Fuel cell 1, fuel cell 3. Any of you know these quotes, you get 10 out of 10 from me. Right. So I am going to warp now because it's 7 minutes until we burn, so I'm not going to wait 7 minutes. So we're going to let the game time warp. We're just slowly heading up to 125. There you go. Time warp's going to come back down as we approach, because we start the burn in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. There she goes. Is it FICO? No. FICO. Let's do the time warp again. Yep. She goes. Bringing up my periaps. You'll see. There's our periaps. See the blue line? It's going to match what the gold line is. And now, as long as both numbers are outside of 70, which they are, we are not going to crash back down into Kerbin. Slowly perfecting it. Dump. And then you can say SAS, engage, just to hold us stable. Turn off the RCS. You just end up wasting fuel doing that. Put the lights on. Lights! Oh, I don't know why that lights didn't come on. There we go. Done. The Griffin is in orbit. Right. Easy bit. Zoom out. Where's Minmus? There you are. Set as target. MechJeb. Maneuver planner. Again, I can do this myself. It's just easier. Optimal time, create the node. 6 minutes, 1000 Delta V. Execute the node. Re-engage RCS. Yeah. That is one rule I always say when playing Kerbals. Never do anything with autopilot that you can't do yourself with a stick and plotting it yourself. If you don't know how to plot it yourself, don't use autopilot. But I know how to plot a home and transfer. That's easy. Just basically point your orbit towards the planet and go. Flip on the night side. This is one of the reasons why I don't like night times, because it's very dark. There we go. Flip back around again. 6. Well, we've kind of overshot. It says we should have done the burn a minute ago, but apparently not. Come on, mate, Jeb. See you bit. There it goes. That is a glitch I've noticed as well. I don't know what's going on with that. It says start the burn, but then the time's off. So yeah. Before anyone says, why are you pointing upwards? It's because Minmus is on a wonk. So it's actually doing it to... where is Minmus? Minmus, where are you? Here you are. I focus my view on Minmus. See? If I level it up, Minmus is on the wonk, so it's doing it to match Minmus, so it's doing what's called the plane change at the same time. So it's burning to head towards Minmus whilst at the same time pointing its way out. This is quite a long burn though, it's going to take 5 minutes. But it's all about speed, baby! I'm worried it says I've only got 400 meters of Delta V when I've got... Must be with that. Oh no, it's 3000. Ignore me. Oh, 400 meters Delta second, but those were those little Raptor engines. That's why. And it's calculating the whole mass of the rocket, so that's why it's only saying you've got 400 meters of Delta V. I was like, what? No, I've got 3184. So the injector's doing its job. Fortunately, this is where Kerbals is a bit boring, because especially if you've got big, long burns, you're going to have to just wait it out. I think travel time to Minmus is what? About 5 days? Yeah, takes about 5 Kerbin days. Bear in mind, in Kerbin, in KSP, 1 Kerbin day is 6 hours, not 24. That's how they made the game so approachable and yet still works. They basically took the real world measurements of our solar system and divided them all by 4. So whereas we have 24-hour days, they only have 6. Their atmosphere ends at 70,000 meters. Ours ends in 140, 280,000 meters. They just literally... They just took all the numbers and divided it by 4. So the Kerbin system is 1/4 the scale of our real-world solar system. However, you can get actually mods to make it all real, which is just nutty to me, but... The math is sound. Yeah, this is a bit of a long burn because this, obviously, this stage is meant to, you know, do lots of things. And it's more meant for efficiency of the engine rather than oomph, thrust power. That's where you get, what's the term, specific impulse. Because it's only got 375 kilonewtons of thrust. But its specific impulse is 380. That's because it's not, it doesn't take a lot of fuel to do it. You either have high thrust or high efficiency. You don't have both. Looks weird because we're like really pointing at a weird direction to make this work, but it's working. Just got to watch my periaps. My periaps are starting to dip. But that's why I go to 125, because there's no way I should go below 70 doing any kind of maneuver. Actually, so you see down here? You see that? That is where we took off from. This little spot right there. How cool is that? We're actually flying overhead again. So that's literally where we just took off from here. And we've gone all the way round. all the way around again, and now we're just flying back over the top again. Looking good. 365. How's our orbit looking? Let's have a look. Getting there. I know it seems like we're getting nowhere near, but trust me, once you get past a certain point, all of a sudden this will just go... Watch that. This apoapsis line will all of a sudden, it will just get past a certain point, and then all of a sudden, how quickly it reaches out just increases exponentially. 260. We haven't even passed moon orbit yet, so this is moon here. Once you get past like moon orbit, all of a sudden the gap between here and here is nothing in terms of how much speed you need. Because I'm almost completely all the way through. 200, so I only need 200 more meters a second of delta V to actually reach all the way out here. That's how, look, you know, that's how gravity works. Hey guys, can you see it speeding up a lot now? There it goes. All of a sudden. I want to be captured. Wow, I actually got a moon capture there. Did you see that? 50 meters. 40. Look how quick it's going out now. 20. 10. Throttling down. There's Minmus capture. Ooh, just had a little moment. Careful. No, no, finish it off. So what's happening is the autopilot just had a little spaz there because it was wanting to fine-tune the approach, but it didn't have engines weak enough to do it. So we'll turn off RCS, turn on SAS. Say point me prograde. Re-engage the RCS to spin me the right way. But yeah, we're on our way. As you can see, our altitude has already shot up. We're at 330,000 meters. There you go. Turn off RCS. Just let... There we go. Right, so what we always need to do afterwards is create an alarm. SOI change. So we're going to say Griffin. Arrival. Minmus. And we'll set it for... We'll set it for 6 hours before... no, set 4 hours. Set it 4 hours before it arrives. Add. There you go. So that's going to arrive in 4 days. It's going to take 4 days, 4 Kerbin days, 4 hours, 46 minutes to reach Minmus. She's on her way. Right, we can leave her now. She's done. She's cruising. So in the words of Thingy, she's absolutely cruising. I am going to rotate her over just a little so that all of her solar panels, particularly on this section, are facing the sun. Perfect. That way there she's got good sunlight coverage. Especially on these ones, because they're pointing towards the sun. Right, she's on her way to Minmus. And that's just where you get your beauty shots. There you go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Right, Space Center. So that's done. Next rocket. Next. Like I said, I am playing in sandbox mode. It's not like I'm playing in science mode or anything like that. Oh, tablet over. That look droopy. My lights look. Lights for some reason we're looking really droopy. Right. It's going to take 2 days to fix up the launch pad because, you know, I just had a big rocket blast off from it. Kerbals are going to take 2 days to clean up the launch pad, so we will Yeah, we'll go tracking station. Reason why is I don't want to give anyone a trippy moment, because if you time warp really fast while looking at the space center, the sun goes up and down and it creates flashing, and I just don't want to accidentally give someone a seizure or something. So we'll warp 2 days ahead. See everything moving. Moving. Got 18. So yeah, the Griffin's going to actually arrive. Yeah, the Griffin's going to arrive before our next rocket launch. 3 days for the Griffin to arrive at Minmus. You can see it here. This is it here. Speeding off towards Minmus now. See the moon spinning around. See my little space station as well. You see it all on the network. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Everything enabled. Oh, don't want... Oh, nah. Don't want that. Don't want that. Or that. There you go. Or that, probably. Or debris. Get rid of debris. There you go. Right. So, reconditioning's done. So, the launch pad's ready to go. So, 5 hours and the base module, the cryopod, is ready to go. Which actually beats the Griffin arrival. So, we're going to... Oh, it's actually... I say 5 days. 5 hours. So, we'll fast forward again another 5 hours. What's that? Still, hang on. Whoa. What's that? Wait for time warp to finish. Something's spinning around and I don't know what it is. Was this the... It's saying on suborbital, but it's not crashed. That's weird. Okay, we're going to terminate it. Yeah, it's only 3 days old. It's the second stage. Sometimes when it's on rails, even though at 25,000 meters that rocket would have re-entered and slowed down, but because the physics isn't loaded in, even though it knows it's screwed, it doesn't do it. I don't know why. Sometimes it glitches out like that and doesn't actually say the rocket crashed and died, but I don't know. Right, so yeah, we'll roll this one out. 5 hours. Again, warp. This is why I love Kerbal Construction Time, because it actually gives you a reason to, like, make things happen. Right, we can leave here now. Rocket's ready to launch. And like I said, this ain't a career mode, because it's not like I've got to do contracts and careers and, like, manage money and all that kind of thing. I wanted to go, you know, right, clear the site, clear all. We don't want anyone in it. Launch. Again, same deal. Send up the rocket, stick it in, and send it off to Minmus. That's the plan. What time is it? I'm up 12. But yeah, thank you to the 5 of you still watching. I hope you all enjoy. I hope you're just enjoying the chill and sitting down and playing some Kerbals. I know it's not aviation content, but it is technically. How can you not like rockets? Like, come on. Right, same deal. This again is a Jupiter 9 rocket, but this time it's not got the boosters. It is a 3-stager though. So it is a big rocket again. A big erect rocket. What are the green lines? Green lines are the communication. So it's showing you the whole network. So this is my whole comm network. So it's showing you every signal and every possible, like, bounce off. So it's showing... So when it's in this mode, it's showing you everything. It's showing you everything that every satellite or rocket or spacecraft or everything else it can see. So that's why it looks like an absolute spider web. Because it's all the signals and what can see what and what can talk to what and what bounces off what. And obviously, the darker green the signal, the better it is. And then you can just have path, which is in path mode. It's only showing you the signal of your current thingy. Right, same again. Mech Jeb. Ascent. You know the deal. It's 125. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Ascent. Classic. Edit. 40%. Yeah, 40 will be fine. 125. Right. I think we're good on everything. Right. Good to go. Sally, want to give me the count this time? Waiting for Sally now. Come on, Sally. Are you going to give me the count, Sally? Or do I just hit the big button and go? Oh, I should use my launch button. I got a big button. Big red button. Yep. All good. Oh, he's giving me the count. 9, 8, 7. I'm not putting ignition on. 3, 2, 1. Why am I rockets are obsessed with rotating, but never mind. So yeah, this is just raw. There's no boosters. It'll throttle down for max Q, but that's about it. 10 points for any of you in the chat that know what max Q is. I say that like I can give out points. You know what I mean. Gold star for anyone who knows what max Q is. I did mention it earlier. Oh, for God's sake. Should be reaching it any moment now. We might not actually hit max Q, actually. Are we not going to hit max Q? Damn. Go throttle up, yeah. Max Q is the term given for the maximum aerodynamic load on the rocket. In other words, the maximum amount of air resistance that the rocket faces. So basically, the rocket will deliberately at max, if it hits max Q, it will throttle. If it's, as you see on my mech jeb here, if the amount of air resistance passes 20,000 PA, which I don't even know what PA means, it will throttle down the rocket to stop the air resistance ripping the rocket apart. Every day's a school day, absolutely. So that's what it means by max Q. Right, we're at 125. Let's cut off. Oh, I forgot to turn off auto warp. Ah! Auto warp. Okay. So, god damn, we've got so much fuel. Oh, it was only a one-stage rocket. Okay, I take it back. I thought it was 2. It's not, it's 1. It's a 2-stage rocket, not 1. So yeah, max Q is the technical term, it's the maximum aerodynamic load on the rocket. Which basically just means the amount of air resistance is at its peak at max Q. And then usually what will happen with a rocket is it will throttle down so that way the air resistance doesn't rip the rocket apart. And then once you pass max Q, that's why you have the term go at throttle up, because then the engine will the rocket will throttle back up to max power because then by that point it's got a bit higher. Balanced Steed, hello for the chat. Pascal is sad now. I see. Is that what PA is? Sorry. I know science in layman's terms. Sorry. Yeah. So the rocket will then push harder and go back up to full power. Because it's climbed to more altitude, the air's got thinner to the point that the level of aerodynamic load, as they call it, lessens. So that way the engine can go back up to max power. Right. We're past 70. We can auto warp. Just get this bad boy up. We have got a slightly longer burn. Let's go. Second engine start up. I thought this was a 3-stage rocket. I lied, it's 2. Sorry. It was a Jupiter 5, not a Jupiter 9. Basically, the only difference between the two is a Jupiter 5 is only the first stage, the lifter. The Jupiter 9 has the lifter and the orbiter. Whereas this one, the Jupiter 5, had the lifter, and then technically it's an all-in-one, so it's the second and a third stage. So it does the orbiting and the injecting in one go. I didn't need a third stage for it. Again, it's a little bit of a different one as well. It's got a different engine. A little less efficient, but it's got more oomph. But hello, Valenstead. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Done. Right. We're in orbit. Right. You saw this earlier. You know what I'm going to do. Target Minmus. Done. Mech Jeb. Maneuver. Homan. Create the node. 20 minutes. Execute the node. Engage RCS. What? Oh. Sunset. Oh, pretty nice. So pretty. She goes. My big giant space penis. Oh dear. So auto warp's kicking in. So let's do the time warp again. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Down comes the time warp. Again, it's this mod needs updating because it's always wrong on the time. Look, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Watch what happens when the engine starts. Look, now it says it's fine. Oh, wait, what? So this burn shouldn't take as long because it's not needing as much. I said this engine's got a bit more kick to it. Yeah, the other reason why my Griffin was so much needed such a bigger rocket was because obviously the Griffin itself has a shit ton of fuel on it. So boy. So because it had all that fuel, it just increases the weight of you know what's needed exponentially. So you always end up needing a massively bigger stage. Oh, got to watch my periaps here. Dipping a bit. It's at 108, 107, 106. It should be fine though because it should be on the return leg. We should already be past periaps. Yeah, we are. We're way past periaps. So that periaps is there. We're never going to come back round again to hit it, so it's fine. 200. Watch this on the map. See the line shooting out. There it goes. Yeah. And then slowing down on the oomph. I need a bit more tolerance. Give me... Ooh. What happened there? Oops. God damn it. Hang on. I'm going to need to fine-tune closest approach to target. Oh, psych. Give me 100k. Screwed up. Hang on. That was my fault. Yeah, I need 17.2 meters a second, a delta V in like 3 hours. Do it. We are going to quickly... That was my fault. That was entirely my fault. Oh, hang on. No, don't do it now. Abort the node execution. God damn it. Point at that. Right, hang on. I'm going to need to create a maneuver alarm for this. God damn it. Cryopod. Maneuver. Nimbus. Set it for like 2 hours before. Go. Thank you. And that's saying that's in an hour. That's saying the node's in 3 hours. What? How does that work? Oh, because I said it 2 hours before. Minutes before. Yeah, Griffin arrival, Minmus is before. Right, so we will warp. So it's on its way out. We just got to fine tune it. That's all we got to do. I double clicked and it turned Minmus off as the target. So then the autopilot just went, well, you've got no target you're heading for, so I'm just going to complete it. And it hadn't reached Minmus yet. We hadn't achieved Minmus intercept, as they would say. Right. The Griffin. Here's the Griffin. Should be arriving at Minmus. Where the fuck is Minmus? I can't even see it. Minmus? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Right there. I think that's it. Oh, it looks like smudge. Right, where are we? Oh my god, we're way early. Why was that so early on the thingy? Oh, for fuck's sake. Must have been my fault. Close that. Create an alarm. SOI. Right. Give me one, like, I don't know, 5 minutes before it actually reaches there. Thank you. Add. There we go. Right. Warp to next again. We're nowhere near Minmus. We're going to have to do the cryopod maneuver first. God damn it. 0. Right. Jump back to the cryopod. Right, here it is. Right, execute this. RCS. Two minutes. So yeah, we've zipped out a little bit. Look, we're quite far out from curbing now. But we've just got to fine tune this intercept because I fucked it up a little. Whoopsie. And when you're trying to get the Minmus, like, what was it? What's that? Aim small, miss small or something. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Done. Thank you. Minmus intercept. Although, is that? Yeah, no, it's doing it right. It's capturing it. Spot on. Minmus intercept in 5 days. Beautiful. Right. Alarm clock. Alarm clock. Create an alarm. SOI change. Cryopod Minmus arrival. Set it for 5 minutes before we actually get there. Done. Okay, so warp 3 hours, and then Griffin then arrives. There's a Griffin's ahead of us. You can see the Griffin here. Here's the Griffin. See how quick look. We only launched a few days later, but look, the cryopod intercepts here, and then the Griffin's intercepted it here. But, you know, it's just got to catch Mimbus as it's going around. It's quite cool. It shows you things like that. Right. Delete that. There's Mimbus. You can just see it. It's kind of outshadowed a bit by the sun being right there. But yeah, Mimbus is right here. So we're 5 minutes from encounter. What a wacky orbit that is. What is that? Hang on. Show me, focus on Mimbus. Oh, there it is. Oof, that was a bit of a weak orbit. That's fine. We can fix it. It's fine. Right, so we're going to time skip about 5 minutes. So we'll time warp to get the encounter. 3, 2, 1 minute. I don't like crossing the encounter threshold when not in real-time physics, because sometimes it plots it wrong. Bang. Right, so we are now in Mimbus's gravity. So we can do this. Change the periaps to, I don't know, something pathetically small. 30 is fine. After a fixed time, it's 2 minutes from now. Create the node. Execute the node. Fire RCS. Spin us around. 30 meters, just to, we're changing our so what we're going to do is our orbit, as you can see, really passes by. So what we're going to do is bring it right in. So we come in here instead. Little bell. Five, 4, 3. Watch the blue line. Those of you that are novices, look, watch. So we're going to just adjust our orbit. There it goes. Firing the engine. Just changing our direction just a little bit. Slowing down. And boom. There we go. New periaps is now 32, so we're coming in much closer. Can I change the inclination? I can, but I've got to leave that till last minute. Remove. Okay, so I can't. Okay, I'm coming in at such a weird angle. Where is the base? Base should be showing up. Hang on. Focus on Mimbus again. Where are you, base? You are here. Oh, you're literally on the you're on the fucking thing, aren't you? Okay. Okay, we'll this is such a weird orbit to be coming in on. Oh, we got plenty of Delta V at the end of the day. Yeah, fuck it, we got plenty of Delta V. Circularize at the periaps. Create the node. Right, so we're going to capture ourselves now. This is such a weird orbit. 197. Execute it. So she's going to fast forward. Spacecraft's going to get to the periaps here, and then she's going to fire our engines in reverse, slow us down, and then we'll be captured. Because if we keep going, we're just going to slingshot off, and then we leave Mimbus here. So we need to slow down. We need to pump the brakes, because we're falling towards Mimbus at the minute. Can you see our orbit's increasing and speeding up, which we don't want. And then we're going to end up on a... Wow, Jesus, we'll end up on practically a polar orbit. Kerbin. So watch this. So in 2, 1, she's going to pump the brakes, and you'll see our orbit speed will slow down. This gold line, this is what we'd be doing if we left Mimbus, but all of a sudden you'll see this start to come back, and then all of a sudden it will show a big circle again, showing we're captured. We're not leaving Mimbus. I love the way that's screwing with the inclination of the orbit after the fact. See it? See the lines starting to bow as we're slowing down. There it goes. And it's going to start wrapping around, and then it will snap. There we go. Captured. And then it's just basically slowing all the way down to this matches. This blue line matches this gold one. Or gold dotted one. Just like so. Goes circularizing it, making it a nice pretty circle. Like that. Done. That is a very weird inclination. God damn. In fact, I could probably land from that. Come back round. Although Mimus is going to be in an odd spot. Right. Done. Funny enough, there's the base. So we're going to land this at landing site 1. So that's my target, is landing site 1. I used flags to mark it. So you can see landing site... was that the one I was going for? No. Which one do I want? I want landing site 3. So that's my target. It's now highlighted green. Here it is. So that's what I'm going for. So we're going to tell MacJib to do it. Again, I can do it myself. I'm not violating my golden rule. And then we're going to say land at target. Right. So it says it's just going to do a high orbit. So it's going to go round. It's going to do one orbit around Mimus. So here's Mimus. For context, Mimus is a very small, like, rock. It's tiny. We're at 30,000 meters above it, and look, it's tiny. It's dinky. A dinky little moon. So she's just going to come around, back around again. So she's going to complete an orbit. And then hopefully... she's just maneuvering now. She's lining up. So what she's going to do is deorbit herself. So she's going to point her engine where she needs to go. There it goes. So she's fired her engine. So look, you'll see this come in. And then it's going to say, oh, you're going to crash. And then it's going to plot where we're going to land. And then you should see a blue. There you go. It's going to aim the blue on the red. Forming a little course correction. Forming a little course correction. Yes. Oh. Having a moment. Thinking about it. There it is. Oh, come on. Get it right. Goes. Got a pilot's just fine-tuning it. I think the problem is the RCS is causing me problems. We'll turn RCS off. It's probably because it's so heavy. What I probably am going to do, you know. Right, hang on. Before we do anything more, shut down this engine. We're going to do stage sep. So I'm going to eject this stage. That's not what I wanted to do. God damn it. Hang on. Landing guidance. Control from here. Command. Where are you? Oh, where is control from here? Why have I got no crew control? What? Not enough crew? What do you mean? I've got... What? Communication. Idle. Command. Huh? Oh, don't tell me this hasn't got a pro... What is... I don't understand. That's not right. I'm going to ignore that. Because that's not right. Land target. Right, and then I'm going to... Oh my god, hang on. What is going on here? I don't understand. I'm sure I've got a probe core on this. Difficulty. I don't understand. I don't... It has got electricity. Yeah, it's got electricity. This literally makes no sense to me. I can't even start the engines. Oh, no. I don't understand this. I don't get why it's... That's not even turned on. Wait, what? I don't get it. It shouldn't. I'm sure I've got a pro core on this. No. Not enough crew. Have I not got a probe core on this? I swear I put a probe core on this so I can auto fly it. No, it's not that. I can't even see, which is not making my job any bloody easier. Because I've landed one of these on here before. How did I land my moon one then? I don't understand this. Why is it saying no crew control? It's not letting me engage anything. I don't understand this. No. No, it's not that bit. I don't get it. I'm just trying to see if because usually I put the pro cords inside. They're clipped inside the rocket. No. I don't know how to override this now. Did I screw something up? I don't understand. I thought I had a probe core on here. Did I land my other one with Kerbals on? No, I didn't. Wait. No. I don't understand this. I don't know what. Is this debug? Is this no? I don't understand. No. Literally show me all of the parts in the game. No. That is so weird. I've never had... I swear I put a thingy on this. Well, shit. I think this rocket might be crashing, and there might be not much I can do about it. Well, balls. Because this bit's got a probe core on it. Because look, bang, immediately full probe control. There's a probe's right there. Remote guidance unit. Did I not put... Oh, no. What they got to land? Well, poo. These two are going to be crashing into each other. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Oops. I thought I put one on the Griffin. I thought there was a probe core on it, but I'm guessing I didn't. Why would I not put a probe core on it? I use it as like an emergency return vehicle. Oh, God. Does that mean all my Griffins have got no probe cores on them? Oh, no. But no, I've landed one on the moon. Where's my other... Right, hang on. Hang on. Griffin. That one's... Yeah, I've got one on the moon on the way right now to Duna. This ain't got a probe core on it. I might cry. Although the best thing about it is I could just ditch it and then I've got parachutes. So I could still make that work. But again, I've got no probe core on it. Fuck. Well, no, I can drop the parachutes, then drop the stage. That's got the probe core on it. Crap, I think the probe core's here. It's on this stage, not on this. So if I ditch the Griffin, it's got no more probe control. Oh, bollocks. Sorry, not probe core, probe core. In other words, automate like computer so it can fly itself. You see up here, look, full pro. There's no crew on this rocket, but yeah, I can fly it because it's got a computer on board, a probe core computer. Yeah. Shit. That's a whoopsie and a half. Why have I not put a probe core on the Griffin? I don't understand. Oops, that was a design flaw. So basically, the spacecraft can't auto-fly itself. It has to have a Kerbal on board to fly. Oh, itchy nose, sorry. Oh. Yes, a probe core. Shit. So I've got that one on its way to Duna. That one's now about to crash. Where's the one? Wait, hang on. Where's the other one? Where's the one that I've got on the moon? Excuse me. Where is my... Wait, what? I've got one on the moon. I know I have. Where is it? Hello? Where's my one on the moon? Excuse me. Where's my moon one? Am I tripping here? No. Carrier, mule. What is what? Oh. God damn it. Hang on. It's... Don't call it that. Moon. You're on the moon. And your ship. Thank you. Call yourself what you're supposed to be. Right. Let me check this one out a minute. Because this one is on the moon. And this is one I've landed on there already. Hello, Dan. So yeah, I've just gone to land a rocket on a moon. And it's lost autopilot. Because it's saying I've got no computer attached. Because if you don't have Kerbals on a rocket, it needs to have what they call a probe core. Because it's the core of the probe. So it's the computer. Which then, obviously, as long as you've got a probe core and some form of communication, you should be able to control it automatically without having Kerbals on it. I've just gone to land one at Mimbus. Look. Oh, hang on. This one's saying no crew. How did I land this, then? Although, this was such a bad landing spot because it's actually on a hill. Not to mention the fact it's currently saying it's upside down, which is a bit stupid. Oh, okay, so yeah, I've made a colossal screw up here. Oh, no! All of my griffins don't have probe cores. Oh, no. And I've just sent one all the way out to Duna, and it's not got a probe core. I mean, I can probably land it, but I'm going to have to cheese it. Fuck's sake. Right. We'll fix my griffin design. Load the last save. Yeah, no. I'm not reverting that much. Jesus. That rocket, that griffin, that's been going all the way out to Duna. That's been doing that for like, you know, like 120 Kerbal days of game time. I'm not reverting. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to launch another one at the next transfer window. Right, let's go into my design and fix it. Because for some reason, I don't have a probe core. Fuck's sake. How do I not have a probe core? Right, let's pull up my griffins. Let's have a look. Open. Going into build mode. Right. Unselect base. Scroll down. Spacecraft! Right. Griffins. So I've got... So this is my default... This is the design. What I do is I try... I'm a bit anal about it. So what I do is I break the designs down. So I have just the spacecraft itself, which is why I've tagged it as incomplete. And then I save it individually with all the different rockets on board. Does that make sense? So it's like having the Apollo capsule here, and then having on its own, and then having the actual rockets. Because then I can customize which rocket. So as you can see, I've got, well, hang on, why have I got 3 Griffins? Huh? What's the difference between the... Wait, what? Oh, I think I know. Hang on. Right, so I've got the 7A, which is this one. This is the one I'm using a lot of. Because it's got docking port on the top. Why is my mouse being such a glitch? Yeah. Got my engines, yada, yada, yada. Big fuel tank there, which I leave empty on purpose. Otherwise, I won't be able to get it off the ground. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense. But has she got a probe core on it? Why is it saying command module faces the wrong way? What? That's up. The coupler attached wrong. Huh? Empty crew cabin. Engines are jettisoned before use. Wait. They're not. Why? Oh, it's them ones, I think. Oh, you're not. Coupler attached wrong. What the coupler? That's not attached wrong. What are you? Cannot transmit science. Let me transmit. What if... Hang on. Okay. So that's the 7A. Right. Probe core. So has this got no probe core in it? So if I clear it, no control. This vessel has no remote control. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. We need a probe core. Probe core. Right. Probe cores are here. Okay. Okay. Where am I going to be putting this? Probably just stick it on the bottom. That'll do it. Now it does. Why is it saying no thingy again? Oh, short range antenna. Hang on. Oh, yeah, but hang on. What? That makes no sense to me. Hang on. What's going on there? Is the... There, Communitron. Now you have. Why is it still saying no... What? What's the core bit here? Don't even know. Hang on. So, remove that. Set that as the root. There we go. That's better. Hide and see. Right, let's just sort the staging out here. Right, that's better. Engines jettison before use. You bloody don't. Right. Come up. Is that facing the wrong way? This is weird. Right. We'll sort this out. Don't you worry. Right. Make this the route a minute. I mean, I guess that would be the other... I mean, yeah, that's fine. No, we're going to stick it here. This makes sense. Because this has got remote thingy in it. Right, let's just double check. Pods. Probe cores. No, it's not that one. It's the RX-08 did I just have? Or the 18? 18. Unmanned. Remote pilot assist available. Hibernation mode. Resource rate. Electric charge. It takes 3.5 minutes. Curbnet access. Attitude control by Matt Jeb. Probe control points. Minimum pilots on the vessel. Multi-hop cable. Stability assist. Yada yada yada. Target tracking. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. But then connect that to... How am I going to do this? That needs to go there. Drop that down. Like... So dirty. I might have to move it again. Hang on. Stick it here. And stick that on top of it. And then drop it on top of it. There we go. And then do that on that. That makes sense. It still says the coupler's attached wrong. And I'm like, how? Oh, it's because that's not the route. Why? Engines jet. I don't know why it keeps saying engines. Engines jettison before use. It's like, what are you on about? Oh, you technically are in a minute. Yeah, ignore that. Right. I don't know why I keep saying. It says as well, command module facing the wrong way. It's like, you're bloody not. But we have now got probe control. That was a silly oversight on my... I swear I had one in here. Right. Save that design. Yeah, I know. I just saw you ping. I am going to see. But I'm going to keep it a secret for now. Right, so now if I look up all my other designs. So this is the one strapped onto the rocket. We know where we've put it. So... Oh, is that? Okay, it's next to the window. Right, remind me, I've got to move the satellite dish. Because it's here. I've got to move the satellite dish to there. Has this got no pro... Still saying... Move. Wait, what? Now it's saying it does. What? How should, yeah, ignore that. Command module facing the wrong way. Don't care. The coupler is attached the wrong way. Yeah, whatever. Empty crew cabins. Oh, hang on. It might not be whinging about the thingy because of... Yeah, see, there's one here. Wait, what is going on? Have I got... Don't... Oh, there's not one there. I don't understand. Why is it saying I've got one when I haven't? Oh, no, now it's saying it is. This vessel has no remote control. Right, okay. Yeah, I did screw this up. Okay. Oh, what an absolute idiot. Oh, that was such a stupid mistake to do. Actually, no, reload it. Reload it. No, don't save. So annoying. Reroute it. Leave that off. Get me the probe core, the 1.8. Put me that back on it. Adjust and drop it like that. Perfect. One. Reroute. That's your route part. Save. Right, and now I've got to do all the variations, haven't I? Go back to the normal 7A. Because this is next to the window. Like that. Now save it. Open. I can't believe I didn't have a thing in it. Titan 4C version. Said I've got lots of versions. All the versions. That one's actually got the window there again. That off. Give me the 1.8. Drop that on. Drop that. That. Trim that. Put it down. That'll do. Save. Oh no, actually reroute that as the root part and then save it. Thank you. Oh, wrong bum. Save. So that was Titan 4C. And Titan 4N. Bigger stage. Okay. Make that the root. Lift that up. Hit the 1.8. Drop it on. Drop that back on. Just drop it down. Okay, covered it up. Done. Reroute. Make that your root part again. And save. And then go into craft. Right, so that's the 7A. Right, now I've got the 7B. What the fuck is the 7B? I was going, when I was making these, I swear, I was going absolutely insane. What's this? Is that got cargo? Oh, it's a heat shield. Why the hell was a heat shield clipping it? Oh, okay. I've made, I see what I've done. Hang on. Proud. Stable. Okay, I see what I've done, although I don't understand why it's clipping like that. I made a version that's actually got the heat shield here, so I can detach it and bring the whole Kerbals back and re-enter the whole spacecraft back in if I wanted to. Okay. That was just me dicking about. Like, alternate versions. Okay, so my logic still applies, though. So if I reroute that up, get my probe core, 1 point at, drop that on there, and lower it all down. So. Textures aren't clipping. Then reroute. I'll fix the rest of that with the heat shield later. That's fine. I can fix that later. Save. I'm just adding probe cores to all of these so I don't do this again. And what's the 7C? Oh, cargo. I've made a cargo variant. Okay. Although, what is going on there? Shroud. Disabled. There we go. I made a cargo version. That's clearly what I did. That's already the route. Lift it up. We'll put the 1.8 here. The probe core there. Pop that in there. Drop that down. I'll do 1. And then reroute there. There you go. So yeah, that was just, I made a cargo version. So it's got a big cargo container in it. See where I was simply going with that. Probably why I called it the 7C. 7 cargo. How many different versions do you need? Many, many. Trust me, when you play Kerbals properly, like, you need the versions, because, like I said, it's mostly this. It's just, the main bulk of them was either variations in design of the actual spacecraft, and then most of them with different launchers to stick them in orbit. Because you don't want to over-engineer a rocket and have it have way too much fuel to get to where you need it to go. Got to be efficient. Because, funnily enough, you wouldn't think it, but taking something with too much fuel is just a nightmare. It's just an absolute nightmare. So yeah, that's that fixed. Fixed it. Right, what time is it? Coming up to 1 o'clock. Are you never tempted to commit? Oh, I have done. I've crashed many a rocket and just killed all of them. But my wife gets very angry with me because she loves Kerbals. She thinks they're cute and adorable. She even actually bought me a 3D printed Kerbal. Yay big. I had it in my old house. It's probably still in all my stuff. I need to find it. Yeah, I did a little 3D printed Kerbal that was on my old desk. Add some solar panels to this as well, because this has got no solar whatsoever on it. Fix that. Yep. I stick by my original statement. Right. So that's that fixed. The problem is that's not going to help me. I'm going to need to launch one again, aren't I? I don't... Why are these all tagged for Minmus? I can understand that one going for Duna. That makes sense. Why? 4N, 4C plus. I don't know. I can either confirm, you know, gentleman doesn't play with their Kerbals and tell. Load this one back up, and then this will be, we'll do this one, build. Right. Right. think that's all I'm going to do for today. What's next on the VAB? Add module. We'll put the Griffin at max priority now because I need to. What's next on the list of things? Stage destroyed. Yeah, that's fine. Debris. That's fine. What's next on the list? Oh, the Meerkat arrives at Duna in 13 days. Oh, that'd be so cool. I wonder how can it see. Let's go have a look at the Meerkat that's on its way. Oh, yeah, it's a Meerkat. I was like, ain't it a badger? But no, it's a Meerkat because it's a self-contained one. It's even got the solar panels on it needs for power. Go have a look at this. It's 10 days away from reaching Duna. There it is. Where is it? Where's Duna? Duna. Should be catching up with the rocket. Anyone see it? I can't see it. I see Jewel. Not sure what that is. Where is it? Let me have a look. Where are we relation to Duna? This will be a bad time to find out. I'm actually... Yeah, no, I am capturing it in 15 days. I was about to say, I was about worried then. I thought I wasn't going to capture it. But yeah, I do. I capture it in 15. She's right there, apparently. I'm looking, but I can't see her. Can't see her at all. She's there somewhere. Not that, because that's Jewel in the distance. Yeah. Where's distant objects in? Because you can say, yeah, show names. Somewhere around here, I just can't see her. But like if I drag over here, good. Green dot. Yeah, there you go. There's Jewel. Okay, Jewel. Ike. Oh, Ike's there. If Ike's there, that means Duna's here somewhere. Huh? Where's Duna? I don't understand. I can't see her at all. How weird is that? She's somewhere out here. I just can't see her. Look, I can see her on the map. She's there. Duna's right there. There's Jewel. In retrospect, where is Jewel? Jewel's way out here. Yeah, see, look, Jewel's way the way out there. Is she being eclipsed by Jewel? No, shut up. Is she literally level with Jewel? Yes, she is. That's why I can't see her. Duna's right over there. You literally can't see her because Jewel's in the way more. Duna is parked right in front of Jewel. You just can't see it. That's why I was seeing Ike. Ike is the moon of Duna. So you literally can't see her. She's right there. So yeah, she's catching up on us because that's how it works. Look, we're technically ahead of her at the minute. But Duna's moving quicker than we are. So Duna's catching us. Oh, things just crashed on Minmus. My rocket just crashed. My Griffin. Whoopsie. Yeah, she's gaining on us at, what, about 1,000 meters a second. She's catching up with us. So we meet her in 14 days. she's the first thing to do it. But yeah, she's basically just a drilling platform. But she's also got... I'm not going to do it now, because if I did that now, fuck. She's got a heat shield. She's got drilling platforms, landing legs. She's even got ginormous solar panels. It's a one-stop drilling platform. Yeah. So yeah, she's the first one, and she gets there in 14 days. But I might have to save that for the next stream. I say next stream. I'll play it offline. I'll have to show you guys once she arrives. She's there. Like I said, she arrives in 2 weeks. How long has she been? Oh, I didn't even see. That was the bit I was meant to see. How long has she been going? I think it's taken like 100 curbing days to get there. Tracking station. Yeah, I've got 3 things, I think, on the way. I've got a space station core module, the Meerkat, and the Griffin emergency return vehicle. They're all on their way to Duna. The Meerkat. 293 curbing days it's taken for the Meerkat to get to Duna. The Griffin has taken 283 to get where she is, but she doesn't get there first. And then there's a third thing. Where is the space station? I think she shows up as a relay for some stupid relay. Oh. Where's the Meerkat? Griffin. Station. Oh no, she does show up at space station. She's taken 295 days to get to Duna. And she arrives there in another 29. What are the green lines? They're signals. So they're showing you the comm signals. So all the green lines coming off of this is everything it can talk to and how well the signal strength is between everything. Does that make sense? Literally the comm network. And then it shows you what it's speaking to right now. So right now it's bouncing off of... Is it just speaking directly to Kerbin, probably, I'm guessing? Yeah, look. So in this mode, it's showing you, look, the signal is it's direct to Kerbin. So it's not bouncing off everything. But it's also telling me, showing me anything that can speak to it in this mode. So the Griffin can speak to it because it's acting as a relay. So the Meerkat can speak to it. Something on Duna also can speak to it. And then this is just the whole network. This is my entire communication network that I've got at the minute. There's Eve. I've got a satellite and a probe at Eve, a little rover. Got loads of things. There's my Kerbin Sentinel. That's asteroid tracking for me. And I've got my Voyager going all the way out to Dres, which is here. Moving at a rate of knots. And then I've got this one that's going all the way out to Elu, which has got to do a burn in 205 days to actually intercept Elu. I think this is my furthest out object. It's between Duna and Dres's orbit at the minute. It's my furthest thing out at the minute, and it's going to go way out. Bloody hell, sun is blinding me. Hang on. Sun's just... Oh, sorry. The sun's literally just like dipped below my window. So yeah, this is my Voyager probe on the way out. It's basically no different than all my other Voyagers. The only difference is I based it on the real life Voyager, so it's actually got a nuclear isotope generator on it, producing electricity. Because if it's going all the way out to Elu, these solar panels will stop working after a while because we're so far out from Elu. I mean, at the moment, what are they at? Sun exposure 1.0, energy flow 0.343. So as we get further out, that will drop. That 0.69 will drop. All right, John, nice one. See you later, mate. So, yeah. I have to, because we're going that far out, I've had to put an isotope generator on it rather than solar panels. Because obviously this stage will drop off eventually. I even strapped it to a nuke engine. Which was a little insane, but that's what I had to do to get it all the way out to Elu. But yeah, Elu is so far out from the sun, the solar panels just won't work at that range. That's how nutty that is. I mean, they're doing the job just fine at the minute, because like I said, what are they producing? Well, they're not even actually producing that much. They're only producing 0.34 each of electric charge, which is just the made up electric term. Only 0.34 each. The isotope is actually doing a full 3 electric charge a second. So yeah, it's getting actually most of its power now from this. Because I put a big one on, because I didn't want to risk it running out of thingy. And also, if you look at the one on the real life Voyager, it's actually got it's a huge one. Although in Kerbal Space Program, these don't run out after a while. After a while, the efficiency of these should start dropping, because they can only last so long, because they've only got so much radioactive stuff in them generating electric. But in Kerbal Space Program, that's not a thing. They just have them. They just work infinitely. But for game balance, what they did was make them very weak. They only generate a very small amount of electric. Because, and this is actually true, the reason I stuck it out on a stick is because if you go look at the real life one, the real life Voyager probe, go Google it right now and just look it up on Google Images. The real life one's out on a stick. The reason being, this thing's radioactive, which is a problem because it would screw with all the scientific instruments on the probe and even screw up with the transmitter. And also, it gets hot. So you want it far away from all of your scientific instruments and the rest of your equipment. It's so radioactive, it'd actually screw with the computer on board. Particularly back in the 1970s or whatever. So it's actually radioactive. That's why, if you go back and watch the film The Martian, there's a scene where he digs up a radioisotope generator and he uses it for extra power for his rover to make the big trek across Mars. There's a reason he says we bury it once we arrive on Mars. We bury it because it's radioactive. But because he's like, if you crack the metal casing, you will die from radiation. And then he just literally covers it in like tinfoil, seat belts it to the back seat, and just leaves it there. And he's like, well, at least I'm not cold anymore, because he uses the power from the isotope generator to power his like AC in his rover, so he's not sitting there freezing to death. But yeah, on the real life Voyager, if you go look it up, it's actually on a stick. I can probably just look it up now. Hi, KSP. Oh, I'll show you guys now. Voyager probe. There it is. This bit. Is there a bit that actually points at all the different machinery? There we go. View this. There it is. Radioisotope thermoelectric generator. Actually, it have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. But on a stick. And that was just because they were so radioactive, they would actually screw with the rest of it. That's why it was on the complete opposite side of all of this stuff. Because it was radioactive and it would screw with this. So that's why when you look at all the bus housing electronics, everything else was on the other side from the thermoelectric generator. Because it would just screw with it and cause issues. Because it's so radioactive. So I based it on that. Because it was on the stick. It's on a stick! But yeah, there's 2 of these right now. Did you see they actually updated the software for Voyager? I think it was Voyager 1 or 2. It was actually in the news that they were doing like an actual software update. Look, what was it? Was it Voyager 1? Can't remember which one they yeah. The sad thing is, like I said, in 2025, the RTGs, which is the radioisotope thermal electric generator, RTGs, will actually no longer, they've run out, and they actually will no longer, and the probe will die. It will just run out of juice. It'll be dead. And like I said, right now, look, wow, you can just see it's gone way out. I mean, Jesus. It's way past Pluto. It's gone. It's way gone. Voyager 2's, well, Voyager 2 did something around Uranus, didn't it? Yeah. New Horizons is already on its way out. That's just a bit mental. Horizon's on its way back in. I can't even remember. I don't know which way it's going. It says 28th for the 2nd, 07. Sorry, the dates are in reverse. And then Pioneer 11 also shot out that way. Although I'm pretty sure Pioneer's dead. But yeah, I saw it was in the news a little while ago that they'd actually did a look. You can see everything's turned off. Imaging system disabled. Radio science system disabled. Infrared system disabled. Ultraviolet spectrometer disabled. Triaxial flux gate, which is apparently designed to study magnetic fields, is still turned on. The plasma spectrometer, broke. Oops. Low energy charged particle instrument still turned on. The cosmic ray system still turned on. The planetary radio astronomy investigation disabled. The photopolarimeter is broken. And the plasma wave subsystem is still turned on. So, yeah, just a little bit. It's just nutty to think. And it's just gone. But yeah, one of the Voyagers, I'm not sure which one it did. They actually did a software update for it. And they actually had to send it a signal. And say, hello, we need you to do something. In May 22, NASA reported that Voyager 1 had begun transmitting mysterious and peculiar telemetric data to the Deep Space Network. It confirmed that the operational status of the craft remained unchanged, but the issue stemmed from the Altitude Articulation and Control System, or the AACS. NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab published a statement saying that the AACS was functional but sending invalid data. The problem was eventually traced to the AACS sending its telemetry through a computer that had not been non-operational for years, resulting in data corruption. In August of 22, NASA transmitted a command to the AACS to utilize another computer, which resolved the problem. An investigation into what caused the initial switch is underway, although engineers have hypothesized that the AACS had executed a bad command from another onboard computer. But yeah, in 2025, the battery, the generator on it will run out, and then the batteries will die. Yeah, that's true. A lot of the planetary things, but they also turned them off to save battery, to save on the generator. But yeah, that's it. But they send 25, and then that's it. It'll go, and they'll have to turn it off. Because it's running out of juice. It's barely able to keep going as it is. But yeah, I'm pretty so it must have been Voyager 2. I saw it in the new, it was like on Twitter and that a couple of days ago. Voyager 2. Voyager 2 remains in contact with Earth through the NASA Deep Space Network. Yada yada yada. Yeah, because again, it's got one thing broke, but again, a lot of things turned off. Everything else is on. Pretty much the same as Voyager 1, really. Let's have a quick look. Whoa! Down with the gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you, Dan. Well, why are you feeling the need to gifting subs? Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's going to last a little bit longer than Voyager 1. It's got the golden record on it. Yeah, I remember Voyager 2, they lost contact with it, and they were like, what? How did you lose contact with it? And they figured it lost, it wasn't pointing directly at Earth, because the big satellite dishes on them actually have to point now towards Earth. They have to all the time to be able to send a signal. And they think what happened was it drifted and wasn't pointing at Earth anymore. That's why they lost contact with it. So they had to send, like it says, a high power shout, which is just a massive ping to say, point back towards Earth. And it managed to hear it and go, oh, okay. And then reorient. And it was like, oh, thank God for that. Fixed it. Yeah, that's about it, really. That is all of it. Let's go back to Kerbals. So, yeah. So that's what my probe's doing, except mine's not actually leaving the Kerbin system. It's just going to Elu. There's no point. There's nothing you can do beyond. I think you might be able to do it once and maybe... I don't know what happens if you send something way further out. Because it just ends. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll send one for the lols and just send one all the way out. Well, thank you, Dan. To Max 180 AD. Welcome to the Call Sign Club. If you're in the chat. So, yeah. That is it. Right. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. You've had me now for nearly 3 hours. I think that's long enough. I hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, I don't get me wrong. I love my aviation stuff. You should all know that. Oh, 4 of you watching. Nobody watched it. I didn't think you would. But yeah, like I said, I just like doing something different every now and then. And I love playing Kerbals. Like I said, I'm on a mission. I want to get a Kerbal, like a whole playthrough done on one save and have Kerbals on all the planets that I can and have space stations everywhere and have spacecraft flying between them, shipping Kerbals back and like that's what I want. And then I'll call it complete. And then we can move over to Kerbal Space Program 2, which by then the new update should be out that actually has proper reheating and science experiments so you can actually go and do stuff, which should hopefully fix a lot of the problems with the game. But yeah, until then, I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll do this every now and then. Once in the blue moon, I'll just do a Kerbal stream. Like I said, we have been umming and ahhing about doing other stuff than just aviation on the channel. Like I said, we want to play games of other kinds of flying, like space games and Star Citizen, because you're flying around in spaceships and things. It's still flying, technically. And then maybe later on down the line, we'll have another channel for that kind of stuff if you're interested. Or if not, we stream on our Discord as well. If you're not on it, discord.gg, I can't even remember. There you go. Yeah, that link to join the Discord. Like I said, usually most of the time I stream Kerbals in there and I just sit there and play it while I'm chilling because I thought, why not? I don't think I'll be putting this on the stream because I don't think no one's gonna on the YouTube. I mean, because no one's gonna watch it. I just did it for the lols. Right, tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it on. Who knows? Tomorrow, I think Dan is doing a stream. Is he not? Let me have a look. He is. Manchester. He's doing Manchester radar from 9:30 UK time in the morning, which is currently Zulu as well. Because we went back an hour. So we're back on Zulu. So yeah, 9:30 Zulu, Manchester radar with Dan. Where I'm sure he will be banging on about the Grand Theft Auto trailer, which is funny enough, the one thing I've not talked about today. I've got to go watch it about another 6 times. So yeah, be sure to join in tomorrow. Normal service of the stream will be resumed with Dan, and then hopefully maybe cross my fingers-ish, kind of. I should be able to do a stream Thursday or Friday. We might do a bit of Gatwick ATC while I'm still waiting for my S2. But until then, I will catch you all then. If not, I will say hi to you all in the Discord. You know where I'll be. So I will catch you then. Have a good rest of your day. I hope it all goes well, and I will see you then. Take it easy, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye.